through our process after you get the yes. So you guys are confident and know what to do after the customer says yes. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is ask them for their driver's license. The first step of the process is applying through, we'll typically go through LoanPal. There are a lot of different lenders we can use, but I like LoanPal and they're the simplest, right? So you're going to get a link. It's going to be on your phone or you can have it on your computer. You're going to ask for their driver's license. So hey, Mr. Customer, let's get you approved. Do you have your driver's license handy? Okay, let me grab that. And you're going to pull up the link to LoanPal, right? You're going to fill in all their information. Once you fill out that link, it's just a simple credit application. You put in their information, how much money they make, their social security number, answer all those questions, walk the customer through it. You have to put in your phone number and your email. It's super simple. After you put in all that information, there'll be a little section on the bottom for them to sign and hit and click approve, that they approve of, that they fill out the application, of course, right? It's a digital approval. So you just hand it to them or give them the computer, have them sign, and then click approve. When you click approve, it will bring you back to the main page and ask you to make sure all the information is correct. Go over that, make sure it's all correct. That has to match the information on the contract, so we don't want to screw everything up and make it more difficult for everyone. So once that happens, you hit approve after they double check everything, and then you'll usually get an approval from LoanPal within like 30 seconds. And it's like, great, you are approved. At that point in time, they will get an email sent to them from LoanPal, right? If you might get a conditional approval, okay? If you get a conditional approval, they will ask you to upload documentation. So you just follow the steps that LoanPal asks you to do, like upload maybe a deed for the home or a mortgage statement, driver's license, whatever it is. Just follow those steps and then wait about 20 minutes and then call LoanPal and follow up with them, okay? And make sure they got everything, make sure it's approved. You have to continue to call LoanPal. You can get their 800 number, from Google, right? But anyways, let's say they get approved. They will get an email from LoanPal, and they're going to pull up that email, okay? It's going to have all the loan documents. It's like 12 pages. It's through DocuSign, so it's super easy for them to sign. I usually say at this point, hey guys, I'm going to let you go through all of this. Scroll down to the most important part so I can go over this with you, and then I'll let you scroll through all of it if you want to read it. It's just typical loan documentation. You know how lengthy it can get. And then I have them scroll down. I think it's to page 3 or 4. It's a little section. You'll see a little like graph, and it'll say their monthly payment. It'll say their monthly payment for the first 18 months, and then it'll say their payment after the last 18 months, and it'll say how much money they are spending over the lifetime of the loan. And at that point, I reiterate how the loan works. Now, how these loans work, it's important that you understand this and can talk about this smoothly, right? So I'm going to just break it all down so you feel confident in it. Okay, so you get a federal tax credit, right, Mr. Customer, when you apply for solar. So the federal government is going to cut you a check or give you a tax credit, right? And it depends on how they pay their taxes. But for this example, let's just say they're a typical W-2 employee, right? So let's say, Mr. Customer, and you have all the information on the loan docs, you're paying $10,000 for this system, right? You're getting 26% back in taxes. So how much is that? That's $2,600, right? You're getting $2,600 back in taxes. So this monthly payment that you see here, which is in the first box on the loan documents, this is LoanPal factoring in that $2,600 discount that you're getting, right? So they give you an 18-month promotional window, right? So let's say your payment's $100. They give you 18 months at $100. So you have 18 months to apply for this federal tax credit. It's really simple to apply. Pull them up a PDF, email them a PDF. You can just go to irs.com. It's a 5695 form. It's just a simple form that they need to fill out and submit with their taxes. Usually customers will have a CPA who do it for them. And remember to let them know, hey, I'm not a tax advisor, but I have a lot of experience with this and I know how it works, right? So as you can see here, you have that low payment, right? Assuming you applied your tax credit. Now, there's another box here that has a higher payment. You'll see another box there, right? That's 26% higher. Let's say it's $126. Now, Mr. Customer, that tax credit for that 26% that you're getting from the government, that's your money. So if you want to keep that and pay off debt, go on a vacation, be my guest, you can do that. But keep in mind, your payment is going to go up 26% after the 18 months. So I suggest you get that money, apply it to the loan within the 18 months, and keep that payment, that low $100 payment, right? That's what all my customers do. But just in case you didn't want to, you want to go on vacation, party up a little bit, you can. Your payment will just go up a little bit. It's still a low payment, right? And then so I go over that with them, make sure that they understand, and then I tell them, like, this is how much you're paying over the length of the loan. This is your interest rate, super basic stuff. I go over it really quickly, and then I scroll back up to the top and be like, okay guys, just go through this and sign everything. Let me know when you're done. I'm going to get the contract ready. And then you let them work on that. Let me know if you have any questions. Let them know you're there to walk them through it. If they want you to walk you through the whole thing, you can, but that just opens up a whole other can of worms, and you know, it's just contract jargon, right? So as they're going through that, you're getting the contract prepared, right? So this is the second step that you have to do. So you log into DocuSign, and you'll see a shared folder, and it will say Greenlight Solar template, right? You click on that. You have to put your email where it says like your name, right? Put your name on the top line for signer 1. Put your email so you get the DocuSign email. Then where it says signer 2, that's where you put the customer's name and the customer email. That means once you fill out the email you get from DocuSign and fill out your portion, it gets sent to them and they fill out their portion, right? So it's important you do that, right? Then you click send for signature, right, on DocuSign. It sends it to you. You fill out all the information. Make sure you fill out all the information. I auto-populated everything so you know what you need to fill out. Once you fill that out, you hit complete, and then it sends them the documentation that they need to sign, right? They will pull it up on their email. You just go over it with them real quick. Hey, this is the Greenlight Solar contract. It's really simple. Like, you have 21 panels like we discussed. You have 21 inverters like we discussed. And you have a 3-day cancellation period on the bottom here. And then you just have them sign it. That part shouldn't take too long. It's a super simple contract. Once you have that done, you need to make sure you get the proper documentation from them. So you need to make sure you have a copy of the electricity bill, right? That's very important that you have that. Obviously, you need to have their address, all the other information you should have got, you have on the loan docs and on the contract. So just make sure you get that electricity bill, and make sure you get the HOA name and phone number. That will make the whole process a lot easier. The documentation on the contract also asks for that, so you probably would have got it by this point, but I just want to reiterate, you need those 2 documents, okay? So once you have the LoanPal documents and once you have the DocuSign contract, you are good to go. That is all you need. Make sure you download those onto your computer. Make sure you let the customer know to save those onto their computer so everyone has documentation, right? Another thing is the proposal documentation, right? You need to save the proposal that you made for the customer. There's a little thing that you can have them sign off on the bottom. If for some reason that's not done, it's not the end of the world. But for our records, for Aura Solar's records, we want them to sign off on that proposal, saying that they approve of the proposal, right? So those are the 3 documents that you need. So make sure to save those to your computer and email them to who you need to email them to. And then after you finish that, everything's done, you complete the button-up process. The button-up process is extremely important, guys. It's making sure that they're satisfied with what they just did, that they understand what they just did, and that they're happy, right? Some things to button up the process that I love to do, and which you should do as well, is text them, the wife and the husband, anyone who's involved, put them on a group text them your information. Reassure them, you should have known this a couple times by now, that you're going to be with them through the process, step by step by step. If they need anything, call you. Let them know that you're going to follow up with them tomorrow to see if any other questions came up. Always follow up with your customers the day after. It's extremely important that you call them, be like, hey guys, I just want to congratulate you again, and just see if any other questions came up, overnight. And then answer all their questions, right? You want that they need to know that you're there for them. I send a text out to every single one of my customers every single Monday, and I let them know that I'm going to do this at a minimum to keep them updated on the process and what's going on. Go over real briefly how much money they're saving. And another powerful thing I do is I friend request them on Facebook, connect with them on Facebook, and take a picture with them and make a Facebook post. And if you can do that, I mean, who's going to cancel on you, right? It's all on their Facebook. You tag them, you know, it's awesome. You're congratulating them and whatnot. So remember to do that button-up process. It's very important. Make sure that they're comfortable. And I hope that kind of fills in all the gaps to what to do after you get the yes. Hope you enjoyed this video.